Colleen, super art teacher. Hi, you guys. Super art teacher here. Hi, my name is Miss Eskew. I will be your super art teacher today, and you will be my super art students. We're going to learn about a few different things for this project. We're going to be making a super face, and we're going to learn about our shapes, our lines, and our colors while we're doing it. We're also going to learn about an artist named Georges Seurat and his creation of pointillism. Okay, so let's get started. Let's go to our drawing board, our planning board over here. Make sure you can see all of it. Okay, so this is the artist Georges Seurat. He lived back in the 1800s, and he was one of our creators of something called pointillism. So pointillism is when you use lots and lots of little dots or dashes, whether with paint, marker, crayon, to create an image. This is a little section blown up of this piece, this self-portrait of George. One of his most famous pieces is Sunday Afternoon at La Grande Jatte. Okay, so let's look over here, because we know we're going to do our pointillism on the inside of our face. We're going to use our shapes to help us create our face. Our shapes, which is an element of art, our shape, our color, and line are all elements of art. They're like our tools to make our pieces. So we're going to use triangles, rectangles, squares, diamonds, ovals, and circles. These are our geometric shapes. We're going to use different lines for our super hair. Okay, you can also see it right here. See the super hair? Okay, so we've got all sorts of lines. We've got zigzags and vertical and horizontal and curve and we've got broken and any kind of line you want to make. Okay, we're also going to use our colors. We're going to be learning our primary, which are red, yellow, blue. They make all the other colors. If I mix red and blue, I'm going to get that purple or violet. If I mix my red and yellow, I'm going to get orange. And if I mix yellow and blue, I'm going to get green. Okay. Let's come on over here and we're going to get started with our project. Okay, back to our creation board. Okay, so I'm going to take, first off, I'm going to use a crayon. The reason I'm going to use a crayon is because we need to use the wax that's in the crayon. The wax is going to resist our water when we paint around it. So it doesn't matter what color. This time I'm going to use green. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm just creating that border, which means I need to push hard. I want you to use any shape you can for your face. Doesn't matter. And make sure it's bigger than your hand though. So I'm going to just start with a dot, and I'm just going to start going around to form a shape. Mine's kind of a curvy square, isn't it? Then I'm going to create the neck with two parallel lines going down. They're both vertical, but they're parallel. Then I'm going to start to create the face inside. So for the mouth, I'm just going to draw a straight line. You can make it also a curvy line, right, for a smile. On this one, you can see I put a little circle for a tongue. But on this one, I'm going to do a square for a tooth. Then I'm going to create a nose. I did on this one an oval. I'm going to do a triangle on this one. I'm going to do a rectangle eye. I need a center of the eye, so I'm going to put another rectangle. I'm going to make another eye with a center. Now I need some eyebrows, those hairy things, you know, like right up here, these hairy things. Okay, so I'm going to create my eyebrow. So I'm going to do a straight one here and maybe a slanted one there, a diagonal one. Then I need two ears. I'm going to create a triangle ear here, and over here an oval ear. So I've got my eyebrows, my eyes with my center, my nose with my nose holes, my mouth with a tooth. I've got my neck and my ears. I'm ready for my line hair. I want you to use at least 4 different colors. So you can see I've got 4 here. You're going to use different kinds of lines. So I'm going to do a curved line all the way around the head, pushing hard because remember I'm creating that resist. Then with this color, I'm going to do diagonal or vertical or horizontal. It's a straight line all the way around. Then I'm going to take next color. Maybe I'll do zigzag. And remember, pressing hard. Okay, and now I'm going to use my last one. Maybe I'll do a broken line, like dashes. Okay, so now I'm going to use markers. Oh, first, I want you to use the crayons to color the inside of your eyes, your nose, and your tooth. Or your tongue, or if you don't have one. Everything else is going to be the markers. So I want you to use at least 3 markers, okay? So I've got red, 2 shades of green, and I'm going to choose a similar color and shade, so I'm going to choose a blue. That's how I created this one. But on this one, I used similar colors with red and orange, and I also added a little pink. So the way you create this is you're going to use the slanted edge or the circle top of your marker, and you're just going to start to dot all over, even into your ears, your neck, everywhere. And then you'll just do it with each color until it looks like this, okay? Or this. So once you've dotted everywhere, like this one, you can have a few white spots, just not too many. And then we're going to start with the paint. So you're going to get your watercolors, and I'm going to show you how you use these. And remember, we're going to use our primary colors of red, yellow, blue. So I'm going to start with water, then paint, then I'm going to brush it on. When I start to run out, I don't smush my brush. I get more water, paint, and I brush it on. Now, I'm going to go all the way to the edge, and I'm going to show you now we're going to use the secondary, we're going to create a secondary color over here. So I've got red as a primary color. We know yellow is a primary color, so water, paint, and I'm going to put some yellow. Look what happens. When I mix the primary color of red and yellow, what color do I get? I get orange, right? Very cool. When I mix the primary color over here, I'm going to have some more red. And then I'm going to use the primary color blue, and I'm going to put it right here. If I mix that primary color of blue with red, I get what? Purple. Very cool. Now, down here, if I mix that primary color of blue and yellow, I'm going to get green. Very cool. So you're just going to use these primary colors to create your 3 secondary colors. So red, yellow, blue, our primary, make our purple, orange, and green. Very cool. Okay, so at this point, I've used my super shapes to create a face that's bigger than my hand. I've got 2 eyes with a center, a nose. If you want to have a 3rd eye, go for it. I've got a tooth. I've got, so with a mouth, I've got ears, 2 ears. Maybe you want 3 ears. And then I've got a neck. Then I used my lines around my head to create super electrified hair all the way around. I used at least 4 colors, and they are crayons, to both outline, color in my eyes, my nose, and to create my lines. Then I used at least 3 colors of markers that were similar in color, so like red and orange, or green and blue. And I filled in the dots on my face, neck, and ears. Then I used my watercolors with the primary colors of red, yellow, and blue. And then I let them overlap. So red and blue overlap to make purple. Red and yellow overlap to make orange, secondary color. And then blue and yellow overlap to make green. So I've got my primary, red, yellow, blue, and my secondary, purple, orange, and green. Fantastic. You are amazing super artists. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you again for our next adventure. Bye.